for that. Now, Aer Lingus says it's operating a normal schedule today after an IT failure led to widespread flight cancellations on Saturday. The airline is also advising the thousands of passengers who had their travel plans thrown into chaos that they can apply for refunds or rebook their journeys free of charge. Our reporter Nicole Gernon is at Dublin Airport for us this lunchtime. Nicole, first to today's schedule. Any problems so far?
Well, Colette, Aer Lingus again has apologised for the severe disruption on Saturday. It says it was able to operate the vast majority of services yesterday and that it expects to operate a full schedule today. And from a look inside the terminal building, things do appear to be moving quite well, just the standard queues at the moment. But of course, that is very little consolation for those thousands of passengers who did have their travel plans thrown into disarray at the weekend. Now, Aer Lingus says that where possible, they are contacting these customers and offering them to rebook them on the next available flight. And it says that they are actually offering additional capacity and additional flights on some routes over the course of today and tomorrow. Now, Aer Lingus' statement goes on to say that if that doesn't suit, those who wish to apply for a refund or change their travel plans can do so free of charge through aerlingus.com, its social media channels or its call centre. It says it does have extra call centre agents on, but due to the volume of calls, people can expect to wait. Now, it also says that hotel accommodation has been offered to most customers who were affected at most airports. However, customers who secured their own accommodation should keep the receipts and apply to Aer Lingus, and they will be reimbursed accordingly. Now, of course, some other customers were in that very frustrating situation of being here in the airport, being told that their flight was cancelled, only to later find out that their flight actually did take off. And I've been speaking to travel expert Eoghan Corry, who explained how this situation occurred and what sort of recourse these customers have.
When the cloud server went down, they couldn't retrieve information, including who was on the flight, but also people who got to the gate. They couldn't retrieve the security, etc., information to get on board transatlantic flights. So some of those flights took off not full. There were only people who'd come in from Heathrow on them, and people who had been through the horror had to go home and get on another flight yesterday. Anyone whose flight has been cancelled, anyone who has been unable to board, they're entitled to compensation. They're entitled to the out-of-pocket expenses. There are two dimensions to it. The out-of-pocket expenses, that should go through fairly seamlessly. There may be questions about compensation, but Aer Lingus are a reputable airline. They've been very apologetic, and they're very good at sorting out a mess like this when it happens.
Now, it has been quite frustrating for some customers, saying that they haven't really been getting that communication from Aer Lingus that they do feel that they deserve. But as I say, the key thing here is do keep any receipts that you have for those out-of-pocket expenses, as Eoghan Corry mentioned. You should be able to get them reimbursed directly from Aer Lingus. If there's any dispute at all with regards to your flights or with your out-of-pocket expenses, the Commission for Aviation Regulation should be able to assist as well.
Nicole Gernon, live at Dublin Airport. Thank you for that.